Cookie plug down.
I got the cookie plug, son. They're like, they go to, my wife's office,
Yeah.
one of her like teacher friends, and she just comes home with Girl Scout cookies on the head. You know what I'm saying? Like the plug comes to you. So you don't have to go looking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
They know that customer is.
They knew who bought 5 boxes of Thin Mints last year.
Yeah.
Which
they got a
changed
record
the
of that
names.
stuff.
They changed the
Did
names
they?
of all of them. Yeah. I'm like, hey,
What?
come on, dude. Like, now I don't even know what I'm ordering. I'm like,
yeah. Like, what is this stuff?
What
is
is
the
it?
flavor?
I don't think they call them Thin Mints anymore. They call them something else. Like, I don't know, something the kids come up with. Like
Yeah.
mint glizzies, bro. The new
mint
minty glizzies.
Brown disc.
Yeah, brown circle.
Yeah, me and my friend were talking about this yesterday because I don't really like mint and chocolate together. I can't get behind that combo.
I'm close to it. I'm close. It's like chocolate and toothpaste.
Yeah, yeah. It's like drinking orange juice after you brush your teeth.
Yeah, it ain't right.
Like it just tastes like Sunny D.
like batteries, like batteries, straight up batteries. You're drinking out of a copper cup or something. I don't need it. Though I do need them cookies though, so we'll see. I looked out there. I was like, it's a little.
Which would she get? Which would you get? What you got?
And it wasn't Girl Scouts because there's a little boy, and he was cute. He's a cute little boy, and he has a little cookie salesman like pitch going. I'm looking like, we have cookies for dinner.
They're changing their tactics now. They're like, oh, these people know we got to change it.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's the same. You know what they do? It's the same thing. They're just getting a little boy, and they're changing the name on the box. Hey, they're like, this is the same stuff, but we're gonna make double the price.
Oh yeah, dude, like they're covering both markets because you have a little girl.
Yeah.
That can only go so far, but a little boy, like you got both. Yeah. You got both dealers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can get
it's like all the variants of Dr. Pepper.
If you get
Dr. Thunder,
you can get a dog to stand up right and like just point at a box of cookies. You got the whole.
Hey, they got those little placemats where they could say words.
Just a little button.
Give them that. Yeah, just give them that. Go door to door.
Dude, they would sell so many cookies, dude. Like
so many cookies.
My hair is ridiculous right now. I'm gonna put on my hat. That's probably better, actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Hey, this is for our 1 year, bro.
For our 1 year, they're still in my trunk.
They're still up. I got my Christmas tree up. I still got everything up, dude.
Everything up. Nothing comes
Nah, man. I ain't got time for that.
No. I ain't got time for all that mess, man.
All right. Well, we can deal with this hair issue. That's okay. We can. Yeah. Joe Angel, fix it in post, Joe Angel. You got it.
Fix it in post.
AI this.
Put a wig on it.
Put a wig on me, bro.
All right.
I forgot we were here doing a podcast, dude. I was like, oh. Found my notes.
Got the notes.
Joe Angel, what we talk about, bro? We got a podcast to do.
We got a podcast. We got to do. All right, we're gonna do Uzumaki first.
All right.
I got what I need.
Let me wait. All right, we're good now.
All right, in 3, 2, and 1.
I saw myself in the mirror with a sad look. Then I saw him run screaming. It smiled back at me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Pod. It's me, joined with my co-host Sal, and we are still celebrating Spooky Month. Ooh, pull in howling
I'm
sounds.
scared, Joey. Future Joey to put in scary sounds.
Put in scary sounds.
Dude, I'm all about it, man. You know, like nobody, like I gotta like reach out to some like strangers to watch scary movies with. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody I know, very few people, just my family.
Very few people.
And,
Very few. Like I said, I don't know. It might be just a Mexican thing because my family's the same way. We all watch scary movies.
You know, we hadn't really we brought it up the last time or 2 times ago that we talked about that, like who's actually
like that
watching
it's
these
like pickle some popcorn or put in lemon and tahini on cucumbers. It's like just those Mexican things, man.
Yeah. You know what? Scare my taste buds. That's what I want. That's what
scare my taste buds.
It's like spooky salt. You know what I'm saying?
Spooky salt. Yeah. Like it's got a little kick.
It'll haunt your tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want. Freaking. Wait, we doing the podcast? Okay, you know what? Anime Me is a podcast where Joe Angel and I teach you how to watch and love anime, one episode at a time. And what anime are we doing right now?
One episode at a time. And to keep the spooky train going, we are watching the long-awaited Uzumaki anime.
Yo, this is it, dog. You knew, right? Did you know? He was like,
we'll get into it later, but this is one I've been waiting on.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, hey, you don't have to wait much longer because I'm gonna give us the shortest synopsis. I don't know. Did you see the synopsis? You're like,
I didn't read a synopsis.
You were like,
straight into it.
This is a Sal dream right here. This is the synopsis Sal dream. Listen to this.
One word.
Yeah, honestly, it practically what was it? Hair twisting, bodies intertwining, spirals, and developing spirals are developing all over the town. That's it. Hair twisting, bodies intertwining, and spirals are developing all over town. That's all they give us.
How many syllables is that? That's all they give us.
Bro, I don't know if there's any characters in this, but given this synopsis, there's nobody in this anime. You know what I'm saying? There are no names, no setting. No. It's just pictures and videos of just nature, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, I'm all about this show, man. I am all about this show.
Telling you, dude, this is like, I love it so much, man.
Oh, so I got some things written down. We ain't gonna do all the. I'm gonna try not to. You know what? I'm gonna be professional, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be the most professional. You know, like besides the fact that my hair's not brushed, the rest of this professional. Okay,
professional.
You know, no one talks about Harry Styles not combing his hair. Okay. I wrote this down. Does hypnotizing actually work? You have any idea? I looked it up.
I've seen a lot of videos.
According to AI, you know, because now they put an AI in it. So whenever I ask Google, Google's like, hold on, let me ask my friend AI. I'm like, nah, Google, what about you, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather you go to Jeeves. Ask Jeeves something. You know what I'm saying?
Ask Jeeves.
AI did have a lot of good things to say. They don't know about no Jeeves.
They don't know about Jeeves, man.
Jeeves got put out. You know what I'm saying? Like Google took over, AI took over, and Jeeves got to get a regular job. You know what I'm saying? He's over
because it's so old. He actually went into retirement.
He's hanging out with MySpace. You know what I'm saying? Him and MySpace.
Yeah.
Man, they took this out, bro. Go chilling. So like hypnotizing, they use it for like getting people to stop smoking or like stop overeating, or you know that supposedly is in the intro. The intro is all the little spirals, and I was like, that was the first thing
they hypnotized us to like it.
I think so. I was like bug-eyed, like, hey, this is actually working on me, I think. yeah. But man, hey, I love this like black and white, monochromatic, grayscale look. I'm already for that. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the cross hatching. It's all hand. It looks so hand drawn. The movements feel real like smooth and like the way it's all animated feels very so crisp and clean, but also like hand drawn. Like you can feel. I feel like as if I were to look up this manga, if it is based on a manga, if it is, that the drawings probably don't look like they probably look exactly the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could imagine that all they did was just take the drawings and then they just made a move. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it feels.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love the this whole ominous kind of intro. They don't really give you too much, and it just like slowly builds. It really is that synopsis is it really is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really is because you're like, wait, what? Like,
what?
wait, what?
What's this? What we doing here?
Yeah. Let's see here. I wrote down something about she got that Harry Potter. Okay, no, I know what that is. She got that Harry Potter star on her head. Who is that character? What is that?
That character is. Hang on, let me look real quick. Where I put it? Oh my gosh.
Well, you don't have to look that up. It's fine. You can get back to me on this. I have some of the things that I wrote down. There's a part where our our guy friendly character. I can't tell if he's I don't think he's our protagonist. I think maybe the girl is. I can't tell. But he starts talking about how his dad has become obsessed with these spiraling, like spiral shapes. And he shows his eyes, and his dad goes, "My dad's eyes are like spinning in circles." And I was like, "Hey, yeah, dude, that's crazy. Just me that's just me trying to read the captions on me and Robocode." You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's me trying to read and watch at the same time.
Yeah. You got to have one eye, and they're both like. That's freaky, man. There were some freaky moments on this show. Like at first, I'm like, what's kind of happening? And then there was some wild, like
crazy stuff.
There's I'm trying to think what this reminds me of. But just some of the freakiness of it. The dad kind of, is obsessed with these spirals, and then he I think I wrote it down. Actually. Let's see here. This man. Okay. Oh, this man got a little in him. You could delete that out. I'm gonna delete that out. Bleep it out. He's He's one of them. He's one of them freak off's main characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, because he's standing there. She's like taking this commissioned like spiral bowl.
It's like pottery.
And he's like, I don't need that. And then he's like, look, I can make my own spirals. And then his tongue comes out and he starts spiraling. Yeah. You're like, oh snap.
He's been watching Gene Simmons interviews all the time. So he's like, hey, I could do it. Got that kiss tongue, man.
Yeah, he does too much, dude. He's doing too much. Do you know anything about spirals? Like, I know some things about spirals. Let me. You used to have one of them. Remember them old school spiral like?
Yeah, I got spiral notebooks. Yeah, I used to always take that out. Dude,
yeah.
By the end of the year, let's be real here. By the end of the year, that thing was coming undone. Like,
easily. It just, I don't know if do they still use them or did the technology get any better? I don't understand.
I have no clue. I see a lot of comic books without spirals. I mean, but
this is true, and they work. You know what else works? The spirals. Spirals are everywhere, dude. Like they're in nature. They are like a naturally occurring like phenomenon. Like, let me give you a couple things. Like snails have spirals. There's flowers. There's a spiral nature to that. Pine cones. There's snakes. Storms like like a hurricane or a tornado. Those are spirals. Galaxies,
Yeah.
concentric spirals.
Spiraling.
You know what I'm saying? Like there are a lot of like interesting symbolism with
Yeah.
spirals and happens in nature and all this kind of stuff and
Yeah.
different
Isn't like
cultures will like
the
treat it.
what's it called? The
It's
perfect geometry.
yeah, the golden
That little
ratio.
thing. The golden ratio. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
has a spiral in the middle.
Yeah. That's exactly it. It's the Fibonacci numbers and the
Yeah.
concentric kind of like shape that kind of
It's that, and then I
and it
think in
ties
that
in.
design, would that have spirals? The flower of life, that where they do that design, and it's like
Yeah, I
a
think
bunch of
so. I
shapes
think
all
yeah.
together and stuff. Does that
Yeah,
have? I
it's
think that has
based.
a
I think it's.
spiral.
I, I
S.
think it's based off the Fibonacci numbers. You know,
Yeah.
the like the perfect math that goes in between
Yeah.
all of that. I don't know too much about the math, but you know what I'm saying. Like I know about the symbolism and
Yeah.
you know it
I know about
symbolizes like
shapes.
it also. I know about shape. That's about. uh, Barely though, barely.
Really.
It's also like it's also a symbol of like chaos and order at the same time. You know, because you have
Yeah.
this like spiraling thing, but like mathematically, it all like is the same part ratio apart from each other, but then it's also kind of crazy looking too. So it's kind of an
Yeah.
interesting. I think there's something like the person who did this anime
Yeah.
knows some things about and they're kind of like playing up that whole
Yeah.
you know
They know some stuff.
freakiness and weirdness. Yeah, they know some stuff. They probably know the math too. They know the shapes. They also know the math
Yeah.
which we do not.
No.
Oh man, this show, dude.
No.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was like, when they open up, what would they open up? They opened up like a little like
It's like
coffin box thing.
yeah. So getting into like going through the show, so I'll go ahead and say it kind of does differ from the manga. This is
Okay.
gonna be getting into because I've read the whole manga, uh, but it kind of differs from it.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who have read the manga, you'll know the differences. But and so when I first watched it, I was like, like things were happening. I'm just like, this is kind of weird. Uh, but as it's drawn and stuff, it is like similar to the manga, like the way they're drawn, the way they're stylized, like the spirals and the shapes and
Okay.
everything, like
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff is like it's pretty much like uh what like this is gonna be like my like one of my favorites because
Mm-hmm.
this is the closest way I can explain what I see in my mind when I'm reading manga, like how it plays out. Because
Oh
of
man,
they
you
kept
gotta.
it in the black and white. They kept it in black and white. They kept it
Uh-huh.
in style. Like it looks like it's literally looks almost like go for go of the manga and the original
Yeah.
source. And it's like this is the closest thing I could like because I've had conversations where I've talked to people about, oh hey, when you read something, how do you imagine it? Like, are you just like reading the words? Do you have an imagination, or even just like having an imagination in general? Like some people can't think of stuff,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Which I think we talked
Yeah.
about it before. Like you tell
Yeah.
somebody
We
think
have.
of an apple, but they like can't really picture it in their mind and stuff. So this,
Uh-huh.
I would say,
Yeah.
this anime is the closest thing I could say. Hey, watch this because this is how I read manga and see it in my mind when I'm reading it.
You're just telling me that you got a dark, twisted mind,
I
Joe
got a
Banger.
dark
That's
twisted
it. You know,
mind, man.
you
So
got the
watching all these
dark,
scary movies when I
twisted.
was a kid, man.
Hey, yeah, when you were too young, you know what I'm saying? We're
When I was too
talking
young to watch these.
rated R, son. Like I'm talking
Rated
like
R.
NC
Yeah.
17 for gore and blood. You
I
know,
I
like
thought
that's
R meant
true.
rocking.
Yeah, hey, it was.
This movie's
It
rocking. Oh,
meant
cool.
it.
I'm gonna watch this.
It oh, cool. Rated really cool. Let's see
Really,
here, dude.
really cool.
Dude, there was some graphic moments on this part on the
Oh
show.
yeah.
Like, I don't know what it's rated, but there's a part where a little old lady like cuts off her fingertips. Yikes!
It gets
like that's like nightmare fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up nightmare fuel, dude.
And
let's see,
like
there's some other things
just seeing that descent too of her character, like how like that part of it too, it was like scary because that's real world stuff right there. Because people do have phobias that will like drag them down like that.
Dude, for real, like it reminded me of there's this thing, I can't remember what it's called, like maybe the invisible hair or invisible something, the invisible thread or something like that. But there are people that feel there is like a piece of string or hair like underneath their skin, and they can't get rid of it. They can feel it, but it drives them crazy. Like you can't get rid of it. It just feels like it's underneath your skin somewhere, and you just like have it there, and it'll make you go insane practically.
Bananas.
Let's see. I
Bananas.
got one thing that I wrote down. I gotta say it right now. Let's see here. Oh no. Well, I got two things. One thing, the guy that comes up to that girl, to Harry Potter girl, and is like, "Hey, will you date me?" And she's like, "No." And he goes, "Okay, yeah, I get it." Like the most. Like
hey, he accepted
saddest,
it. He was just like, "All right, yeah, I understand."
He goes, yeah, I understand. Like, dude, he shot his shot, but it was like the saddest shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even.
Man. There was no effort in that shot. It was just, yeah.
No, there wasn't. He goes, "Hey, do you want to date me?" No, okay, I guess not. Or okay. It was he didn't even give her the chance. He was like, "Hey, do you want to? I bet you don't want to date me at all, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, of course not."
Did you ever see the clip of the guy at the basketball? Did you ever see the clip of the guy at the basketball game? He's like a big dude, and they're doing like trying to do the trick shot. And he jumps on the trampoline, and he barely gets like 2 feet off the ground from the trampoline.
It just he didn't even. He was just there for the jump. He didn't even shoot the shot. Did not.
He just wanted to be on the court, man.
That was the man. That's this man right here. He just gave up. There's another part I wrote down. She got that toilet. She got toilet face. What was that? Oh, like toilet, because she got that the spiraling like
it turns into like
a drain.
Yeah,
a little vortex in the face. That was, I love that like creative idea. Like the idea that idea of like a vortex on your body and your face, like physically, like the idea that like she has this vortex that's like kind of consuming her, and you see her eye get kind of like swirled up in the vortex, and the way that just to imagine that. What a who has the mind for that kind of thing? Because I'm here for it, but also like I am not thinking of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking about like, what if I had a spiral vortex that was inside of me that's like sucking everything into
took my eye out.
That is, dude. Yeah, hey, that was wild, Joe Angel. I was like, this is weird, and I'm all about it. I'm all about weirdness, dude.
About the weirdness, dog.
Okay, before you tell me all about the weird stuff, I got one last thing. I think I wrote down, that's no way to get ahead in life. That's about all I got. All right. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
All right. If you know, you know. All right, go ahead. Tell me all about this show. How come am I wrong to say that I only saw maybe 1 or 2 episodes for this show already, or like it's so
That is right? Because this episode just dropped on September 28th, 2014 or 2024.
So there's only one.
There's
episode.
2 episodes now. Yeah, there's 2 episodes now.
Okay.
So it's gone on a week.
Okay, dang, dude, that's Brandon. So, how have you been waiting so long for it, and it just now, like, what are we talking? How long are we talking about? How
long? Let's get into the facts of Uzumaki. So Uzumaki was written and created by the Japanese horror manga artist Junji Ito, and this guy has done some awesome stuff.
Okay.
And he created this. He created Uzumaki all the way back in January of 1988.
Hey yo.
Hey yo,
Hey,
dog.
you weren't even alive, Joe Bangs.
I wasn't even alive back then, dog. That's how old this is, man.
Hey, you know what? There's
But
something about the 80s and the 70s, dude. Like everything was
dude,
a
that
little bit
horror,
more haunted.
yeah,
Horror,
which I
like
think that comes
back in
from,
the 70s and the 80s.
yeah, which I think it comes from because they didn't really have like computer and technology to like create scary stuff, so they had to
Yeah,
use
yeah,
like physical visual effects, and they had to create stuff. Like when you go and watch, like if you watch the behind the scenes and the making of the thing, like the stuff they
yeah,
had to make for all that stuff,
yeah.
like, dude, like you can get like, okay, yeah, they know what scary is, man.
Okay? So I have have we talked about this before? I talk about it all the time, but like in scary movies now compared to those back in the day, they like because we have the technology to create and see the things like that would be scary, and we actually put it out there. It's not as scary as not
Yeah,
seeing the thing, because back in the day you had limitations. You were like, we can't show
yeah,
this whole animatronic alien because there's a guy behind it
yeah,
working it with like a puppet, and you go, that's not scary. So we just need to
yeah,
shroud it in darkness. We need to keep it
yeah,
in the shadows. We need to like make it ominous, and you have to
yeah,
be when you put limitations on like a creative thing, it
yeah,
becomes like more. You have to bring it to a certain level. You have to like it's got to be on another level to bring it, because you have limitations. You have to like really
yeah.
think about it. Recently, so like
Agreed.
I'm here. I'm gonna. I'll be done in just a second. Okay. So Alien, the first Alien. Go back
Yeah,
and watch the first Alien.
dude,
So good, so scary.
so good.
It's freaky. But then you go back and watch the new Aliens, and they show the
Not as
whole
scary.
thing,
Yeah,
and it's like it's not. He's just like a little. He's like a, what is he? A grasshopper? What is that? A scorpion? Like
locust.
it's in broad daylight. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see
Yeah,
something, a locust in broad daylight, I'm like, where's my camera raid? This ain't scary.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This ain't
Like
scary.
so
This ain't.
that's all I mean. That's all I want to say about it.
Yeah,
You get it. You get it.
yeah. I get. Uh, sorry, real quick. It was 1998, not 88. I can't read my own handwriting.
Nah. Oh, still. I mean, that's still back in the day.
Yeah,
So that's still back in the
but
day.
it's still back in the day. He still had the implications and stuff from the horror stuff. But yeah, so this came out in 1998. There's only 19 chapters, and the manga is available on the Viz manga app if you want to go read it, guys. You can go read it there. Boom.
Hey,
And so,
yo.
hey, yo. And so, the anime, uh, get into it real quick. Before the anime, though, there was a live action adaptation of this series.
I can't even imagine how that would look.
You can go find it on YouTube.
I don't. Oh, it can't be good, Joe Angel.
You could go watch it on
It can
YouTube
be.
because it came out in
I,
February of 2000. February 2000. It came out in Japan.
oh snap! I gotta find it. I gotta see. I gotta just see just a little bit of how they imagine some of this stuff, because once again, I don't know. I mean, we have the technology now to do it with the whole
Yeah.
like spiral vortex in the face.
I will say, production wise, it is a little bit better than some of the other live action stuff we've seen with some of these other animes. So,
Okay, I'll give it a shot. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I got time, man.
But so like I said, the anime just came out fairly fresh, but it was originally supposed to come out in, let me see. So it was really much supposed to come out in like 2020, but it got delayed 3 times. And we all know what happened in 2020.
Yeah, we were
We all
living
know.
in a horror film then.
Yeah. So the first time it got delayed was because of the Rona. Second time, pretty sure the same thing. But the third time it got delayed was because the staff actually requested for it to be delayed because they wanted to go back and make sure that everything was like perfect. Like they wanted it to be a perfect, or at least the best representation of the manga, because they respected it and loved it so much. The people that worked on it. So the third time, the staff actually requested like, "Hey, we want more time, so we can make sure this is good," and it is really good.
You can feel it. You can feel it in like in just each little scene that they have. They're like close-ups where there's like so much attention being paid. There's like lots of good like natural looking shot, like shallow depth of field. You see that in the production. You can tell that they really spent some time on every little bit of it.
Oh yeah.
Like it there's some parts in it that you go, well, dang, dude, like if you just like took that little frame out, that's like a work of art. Like you could, there was a picture, there's a part where they're like looking at nature, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's like that's the kind of thing that you could like print out and put on a wall, really.
Yeah.
Like on a lot of these the scenes and images in this really kind of look that way.
Yeah, because I know back on the anniversary, the 1 year episode, I know you mentioned you picked up the Demon Slayer manga and looked through it, and like, hey, this is like these scenes were like page for page, shot for shot. If you go look at the Uzumaki manga and watch this anime, it literally is almost like scene for scene. Like it's that good.
I kind of felt like that's how it would go. I'm like, why have? I mean, you really do feel some texture. I feel like I'm looking at a pen and ink, just like a moving image, like a moving picture. Like I really, I don't know how to put that, but
it's almost like those old animations they used to have, like the hand drawn ones, like kind of like School of Rock stuff, like that type of animation, like the feel of it, the hand drawingness of it.
Yeah, it just feels warm. Like you just feel the artist's, you feel the artist's hand on it. Like a thumbprint. Like it's like the way there are certain artists that will do a painting and you can see like the brush stroke in it, or you can see like some of the artists, like some of their process, like you can almost see someone's hand, or something like you can. That's how this feels. It feels like you can see the artist.
You see the happy little bush just right here. The happy little bush will be our secret.
The freaky. Oh, dude. So
this freaky. Is where I hid the body right
so
here.
Happy. Oh, dude.
But yeah, this and it also makes you
nightmare fuel.
Dude, nightmare fuel. But it also makes you appreciate the black and white, like color grading of it, because this is one like obviously we read manga black and white. When we get there's some like specials and stuff they'll do in color and everything. When we get the anime, oh yes, we can see it in color and all that stuff. But the black and white aspect of this, I think it was the perfect move to keep it black and white.
Yeah, it really it adds or keeps the ominous feel that they're looking for. This kind of like ethereal kind of. It's at first a little slow paced, and it really lends itself to the feeling of the whole thing. That what's going on, kind of a little throwback actually, in a way.
Yeah, throwback, little all that. And so we had a live action. We finally got the anime after so many years. But before all that too, there was also a video game that came out of this.
They just making video games out of anything, Joey and Joe. Like, what am I playing? Like who is the main character of this show? Is there a main character? Is it the girl, or is it that guy who's losing his mind?
So I would say it's kind of almost in tandem, but she's really like the main focus because she's the one that's doing the narration and stuff. But then you see the guy, Suichi. He's like the guy is like kind of reminding you of the dread. reminding us, hey, there's this thing in the background, which is almost like, I would say it's kind of like that movie. I think it's called It Follows. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's about the one where it's like this force that's like following these people or whatever. Yeah. So I think it's almost like how like the spiral is. Like it's like tormenting and following the people of this town. But yeah, it's like I feel like it's kind of a little bit of that movie. It's like this force.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, because this is kind of like a limited series thing, and so it's on Adult Swim. So it's kind of like how Housing Complex C was almost.
Yeah.
That was like a limited series, and it's on Adult Swim. Airing currently right now, I think every Saturday. So you can watch it live every Saturday, or you can wait. I think the next day they drop it on HBO Max.
You know what I appreciate? They got the dub out with the sub.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
well, they got to. They're showing it on Adult Swim. They're like, hey, we can't show this Japanese on Adult Swim.
Yeah, come on now. Like,
yeah,
these kids can't read.
These kids can't read. They don't know what words are.
It's America, bro.
They say flim flirm. Come on.
It got flim flirm. They're speaking with their skibbities or whatever.
Skibbity doo bops.
The skitty boop, yeah, the scat man over here speaking the language. So how many episodes am I expecting from this then?
Are they?
I feel like Adult Swim would kind of like already put out how many episodes, or like this is like going to be a 10 episode, 12 episode thing.
Going from the manga into this, like I said, some stuff is like culminated all together, because I said the manga itself is only like 19 chapters, and so it's really not that long. But from what I know, I'll say the first episode kind of moves it along pretty fast.
So you think maybe
from that to the manga, because I feel like they're trying to get the whole manga in like a short section. I think probably maybe between 4 and 6 episodes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I bet you, like, it seems because it's a limited series, just like like Housing Complex C was like really short, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was like 6 episodes.
It was about that. It was like a short, little, which you know how I feel about easily digestible
short episodes, dog.
I'm talking like
in and out.
A nice little, take a little bite of that. A little spiral,
nice little spiral, nice little Uzumaki.
A little Uzumaki, a little cinnamon twist.
Yeah, give me that.
What is Uzumaki?
Give the Uzumaki. Well, it's actually called Naruto. What you get in ramen, that little shape. They're like little spiral shapes. That's called Naruto. Yeah. I think it's just like a fish cake or a rice cake or something.
Uzumaki?
No. Uzumaki means spiral. So when you go into the English translation, like it says spiral.
Okay. All right.
Not the Chris Rock spiral. Not that movie.
But
that's different scary.
For different reasons.
Different reasons.
I want that video game, by the way, Joe Angel. Like, what are we talking?
Man, this video game is a visual, basically novel storytelling of the manga. And so you're kind of like, you're just hitting A.
X or A, depending on what console. Square, triangle. Just tell me, you know what? Maybe I am in those kind of games. You know what I'm saying? Like just tell me what to do, and I'll just hit the button.
Just tell me what to do, man. I need something easy.
That's it, dude.
It's like Flappy Bird. I just gotta hit, boom.
Yeah,
staying between the tunnels. I got it.
Nah, that game's impossible, Joey. I want something even easier.
What was the other one? Angry Birds. That's what it was.
Yeah, there you go. I just want to hit one button, and then I'll just watch the rest of the video game. It's just a movie. I'm just watching a movie. Like, and every time
what was the other one?
Remember
that? The other old game where you flicked the paper ball into the trash can. It was like an office setting. It was like very old school.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that was like probably the first iPhone video game. Honestly, it's just like
you did
trash can in a bin.
Trash can game.
That's all it was. That's all
you're in your cubicle. That you could actually be doing that, but you're doing it on your phone instead.
Stuck in a spiral. Stuck in the spiral,
guys.
So you know how this ends, Joe Angel. Like,
I do know how it ends.
I mean, and is it? I mean,
in my foresight.
Yeah, in your foresight, I mean, because you said some things have changed. What are the chances that it lands the same exact way? You know, because you've noticed already that they've kind of like taken some liberties here and there with the.
I will say, I feel like they'll do the original ending. Yeah, because like I said, the changes they're making are, like I said, they got. I'm assuming they got either 4 or 6 episodes, so they got a limited time already, and so they're trying to make sure they culminate every part of it they can, and so, but they do it in a pretty good way. Like I said, it doesn't feel like it's too overly done, like some other stuff that kind of rush. And so, like I said, unless you like read the manga and know what it is, you won't notice that much of a difference. But like I said, I noticed it, but it wasn't really a big deal for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, sell me on the rest of this. Is it gonna blow my mind?
Dude, it gets wild.
Like
I said, they got 2 episodes out right now, so you could go watch a second episode too.
If I find out later that somebody like snaps or whistles, and I start like clucking like a chicken, or you know what I'm saying? Like this thing,
you start walking around in circles.
Yeah, dude, I didn't. You know, like I'm already like losing my mind a little bit, but that's. I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I got coffee for that kind of. You know what I'm saying? I got
coffee. I got cookies for this stuff. Yeah.
I got Takis for that. You know what I'm saying? Like the crunchy
I got
thing,
the crunchy.
It brings back down like it's my totem. You know what I'm saying? Like I spin the little top. I have Takis. I take a bite.
Takis,
and now I'm back. Speaking of which, let's guac talk this, huh? How about that?
Yeah, spiral us into that guac talk.
This, I mean, I loved it from the very beginning of it. Like it's doing all the good things. You know, it's being like it's well drawn. Like everybody looks deliberate. Everything looks deliberate. It feels like there's no stone really, unturned on any of this stuff. Like you see some of the characters kind of like move slowly. And at first I'm like, why are these characters moving so slowly? I thought it was just like the way it's drawn. But then later on they kind of explain like when you have these spirals kind of take you over, you can kind of like be a little laggy or something like that. So all that stuff is done deliberately, and like there are just so many good like just choices that are being made. The music sounds super great. It's scary sounding. The interactions. I mean, I don't know if you watch this in both the sub and the dub, but I feel like the dub is delivering some pretty good like voice, acting. Like they're getting some good like emotion and character, development and just their regular dialogue.
Yeah,
not bad.
Not bad. Nah. I'll give it to him.
You give him a little bit. I watched
it both ways. So
okay, I will give it to you. I wonder, like a really quick tangent. Like I do get it. Like I was watching an anime just recently, continuing to watch Odd Taxi, which I'm almost done. Dog. But like, there's some things that are like that I'm like, oh man, I wish somebody would spend a little more time recrafting the translation, because I'm like, some of the stuff that they say, I'm like, that's not how people talk. That's not. That doesn't.
They would never say that.
They would never say that like that. Like I know that there was something lost in translation from Japanese to English, but like there needs to be somebody that goes, yeah, how about we make them say this instead? because it just, you know what I'm saying. So like I get.
I may have gotten a C in English, but I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to talk like that.
I may not be able to speak good, but they can speak gooder than that.
They can speak gooder.
Let's see here. If I were to rate this right now, well, before I do that, I will say that I'm going to continue to watch this. That's easy. Just whatever.
That's easy.
But 1 out of 5 spiral vortexes on my body. How many of those am I diving into?
How many?
I don't know. Probably all of them.
All of them.
I will give this a solid 5. Like this is the closest 4.5 to 5. Like I would say, like this is like they deliver on a lot of levels. Like this is delivering on a lot of levels. Of course, it is kind of feeding into my love for horror and gore, and but like if this same production level was brought to any other anime, then that anime would also be just as good. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was a comedy, or if it was like a mystery or something like that. If it wasn't a horror, like that level of attention that you can tell already just in the first episode. It's already there. It's doing it. It's
so
I love Toilet Face. I'm ready for it. She got that spiral.
Face.
It what is it? Clockwise here in America, but in Japan,
counterclockwise.
Is that? No, that's in Australia. I think that's
Aussie.
I
think they're lower flowing.
Yeah, it's below the hemisphere. Like again, Joe Angel pictures and drawings and shapes. I'm no good at geometry. Wait, geography. Forget it. I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever it is, I'm not good at it. I will say I do love this too, because this is it's like body horror, psychological horror. Like the storyline is you have your main character and they're going through, there's something happening in a town, so it's like the town has a curse on it, or there's like, it's the old, like every town has an urban legend and this is theirs, and it's causing all this chaos. But I really get into finishing the manga and going through that. I really do like the aspect that the author goes with, because it is a body horror, but it's more than that too. Like it gets into psychological stuff. It gets into people's obsession and what it can drive them to do, and just all this other stuff that's just kind of real world stuff that brings, as I've always said, real world stuff brings it and makes it more scary than if
you kind of base it in some sort of reality. I can. It kind of almost makes it I feel like this could happen. It reminds me of the Twilight Zone. I don't know if you know anything about the Twilight Zone, but it's kind of that same way. The Twilight Zone has that same kind of real world, and
it's
then
got the spiral. It has the spiral in it.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, the creator of this must have had some sort of inspiration from it, because the Twilight Zone goes way back. So I wonder if he has some inspirational kind of connections to the Twilight Zone. Maybe it could be an homage, or even just semi-inspired by it. I'm inspired. I'm inspired to watch the rest of it. I'd say that much. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait for the next one.
Dog.
Actually, I'll probably watch it right after this.
Can't wait. And you know what? We can't wait. We can't wait for you to give us those likes and those shares and those 5 stars, guys. Because that is what we need to know that you are loving this. And another way to love this is if you also leave a review, where you could, because reviews will help get this into other anime lovers' sites, guys. And you can also go to our website at anime-me.com, where you can find our episodes and you can find the links to all of our socials on there. And you can also purchase your own Anime Me Pod shirt, guys. Not this one though. This one's a variant.
That one's taken.
Maybe in the future.
You dripped out, son. You so
dripped out, dog. I got the only one. I got the wear one right now, man.
Yeah.
I got the wear bag. All right, guys. Well, this has been Anime Me Pod. I've been Joe Angel with my co-host Al, and we will see you on the next one. Liz.
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。